What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have some 7-star rank 4 Sauron gameplay, and this guy was actually my first ever 7-star champion. Let's see what we're gonna get from our first 7-star, and we are getting a 7-star Sauron. Nice. But yeah, let's see what he can do as a 7-star rank 4. He's not really the greatest attacker. Like, you're not gonna see anything too crazy from him. He doesn't have like a lot of utility apart from like being bleed immune, and his regen cannot be modified, stuff like that. Then he's got like some, minimal things, like a bit of life still after the special one, the unblockable, as you can see, a bunch of prowess. But the good thing about Sauron is that he's a pretty solid defender. Like, he can definitely catch you with his special one. And we saw how good of a defender he was in the regen meta, where you can't really reduce his healing by despair, because he heals a lot, dude. And yeah, he's a bit of an annoying defender for sure. So we're gonna do the trick here with Yelena. Gonna parry that mine. Now we're gonna push her into the elimination phase. And I think we're gonna go for the special 3 here, probably, because like the special 3 basically based on how many prowess or anything passive that expired during the fight, you place a degen dealing damage based on how much. So that degen is actually gonna do pretty good damage. And as you saw, the special 3, dude, it hit really hard. So we threw it with like 9 prowess, and it hit for like 130,000, I saw, which is insane. And you will see the degen is actually taking for 5582, not bad at all. And that's gonna be almost enough to kill Yelena. And boom. So she got a passive bleed as soon as she hit me, as you will see here, because she has a degen on herself. With the Sig ability, if they try to like bleed you while they are degening, they actually get a matched bleed passive on themselves, which actually does a lot of damage. As you saw, that's like 9300, so that's actually pretty interesting. It's 71 seconds. Again, you're not gonna see anything too crazy with Sauron. Everything is gonna be like more than 60 seconds, so nothing that's like too impressive. But I'm not really upset that Sauron is the best attacker, because he's also a pretty good defender. And maybe in the future he gets like a small buff and becomes really good, like maybe some prowess potency or something. As you can see, we don't even take 1% damage from Bullseye SP1, because we have 95% bleed resistance. And I'm going to show you here how good his special 2 can hit if you get like some nice crits. So dex that special 1 again, block a bit of that, not too much damage honestly. And now what we're going to do is go for the special 2. And before the special 2, we're going to go for the heavy, so we can consume 3 prowess and land that fury. So there we go, the special 2, we get 3 crits there. Didn't get the last one, unfortunately. If you get the last one, it actually happened to me once. It hit it for 100,000. So if you get lucky in that last one, you can get hit really hard. And as you will see, the Sig ability, again, because he's trying to bleed me during the special 2 dex, as you can see, as soon as I dex, boom, he gets a matching bleed that does a lot of damage. That's actually enough to knock him out. And that is actually a bit of an impressive fight, 52 seconds, not too bad. And we got like some decent RNG crits on the special 2, but it could have been better for sure. Now, moving on to Korg here. This fight, I'll show you like this special 1 life steal that's like not crazy. It's essentially there for like healing like very minimal amounts of damage, like some chip damage that you will see here. So currently we have like 90% health, or no, 88% health. Let's see how much we can heal with that life steal. So essentially how Sauron works, if you don't know how he works, with your light attacks there's a chance for you to deal some burst damage. If this burst damage fails, you get a prowess. But after the special 1, you can see this green fist icon. Whenever we trigger this burst with our light attacks, we actually lifesteal, I think, 25% of the damage. So as you saw, we healed from like 90% to 96. If we were a bit more aggressive, we could have healed like a good 10%. But yeah, I guess it's not great, but it's just nice to have, And yeah, here we're gonna go for the special 2. And ideally, yeah, here we got really lucky. We got a big crit. We didn't have too much prowess though. But I'll show you this fight again. And it's probably the better rotation. The better rotation to do is probably the one I'm gonna show you like after this one. Because especially when Korg has crit resistance, you don't really want to try and land those crits because it's pretty hard. Sauron has like a 25% chance to crit, but ideally you want to go for this rotation, which is basically try to expire all of those prowesses multiple times, like at least 2 times, and yeah, just get a big special 3 off, and then after the special 3 you get that degen based on how many passives have expired during the fight, which it could be unblockable, it could be prowess, or it could be furies. He has a very interesting kit, honestly, and the special 3 skip is pretty nice for him. Like he's not great, but he could work in some cases. Now we're gonna go for the heavy into the special 3. The special 3 isn't gonna hit super crazy because we don't have too much prowess, so we'll get that fury, so it's gonna hit like 93,000. And as you see, the degen is taking for a lot of damage, honestly. And now we just got a few more attacks to deal with that Korg, and it's not terrible for sure. Also, light attacks are really good with Sauron, so that's why he's actually pretty good for Korg. That was like less than a minute, actually 60 seconds. The previous one was actually less than a minute because we got lucky with the SP2 crit. Moving on to Mr. Nick Fury. So this fight is not great, but it's pretty safe because you have like that 95% bleed resistance, so you can basically take like a medium attack and heal from that bleed because it's gonna heal you a lot. That's why I used to love Sauron a lot, because he was 95% resist to bleed, and you just heal so much with suicides. But now suicides are not really a thing. But yeah, we're gonna go for this special 2 here. Hopefully get some nice crits, and we didn't get the last one, unfortunately. But now basically our burst damage is double, so essentially if you can land some crits as well, you can see 80-57 and 80-57. So you get some really good burst damage if you can actually trigger it. And there goes the first life of Nick Fury. And now since we're basically like ramped up, we got 21 of those passives. That means we're gonna hit hard with our degen after the special 3. And now we're gonna go for the heavy into the special 3, and boom. So that should be really good damage, honestly, because we got a bunch of prowess, fury, and yeah, that was like 124,000, and that degen hits for 10,000 damage. So that was Nick Fury in just 71 seconds. That's actually not terrible. It's not great for like a mutant getting that fight down, but it works, you know, it works. Now moving to Mr. Onslaught here. Nothing really special for Sauron versus Onslaught, but we're gonna, you know, land those intercepts, try to build up to the special. I think we're gonna go for the special 3 here. Maybe we actually go for the special 2. Depends how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling lucky with the crits or not. I'm not too sure. But now we have 15 of those passives that have expired, so that's pretty good for our special 3. Let's see if I go for the special 3 or special 2. I think I'm gonna go for the special 3, honestly, because you don't have a lot of prowess to time the special 2. So just gotta go for the special 3, I guess. There we go, hit that intercept. And now we're gonna go for the relic into the heavy into the special 3. And now we actually got 10 prowess, 7 because we consumed 3, but we got that fury. That should hit pretty hard. 92,000. We actually missed the bonus, unfortunately. But as you saw, the degen is doing pretty good damage, 6,500. Not bad at all. I wish I hit that perfect bonus. The fight would have been done by now. But he is not far off being dead here in a second. Just gotta get that opening. There we go. And that is Onslaught. Again, don't expect to see like crazy results for him, but he can take some fights for sure. And that was a 79-second or 69-second fight. Now, moving on to actually an interesting matchup, which is actually pretty good for him. So if you try to reduce this guy's ability accuracy with concussion or whatever, you will see that he starts to get a lot of those prowess triggered, and it's so much easier to actually ramp him up. So pay attention to my passives here. I have 0 right now, and look, every time something fails, like my light attack burst, I just get multiple prowess, and yeah, he just goes nuts when he gets that concussion on him. As you can see, 18 of those passives have expired. And now we throw the special 3. We actually missed the bonus again. That's unfortunate. But he hits for over 100,000. And we're basically going to just ramp up again, like instantly, because of that concussion. It just gives us so much prowess, which is really, really nice for him. Actually kind of works. And yeah, he's essentially immune to concussion. You can't really parry with him, but it's better to actually have it on you at certain times. Because as you can see, it's just built up to those prowess so quickly. And yeah, just that degen was pretty good after the special 3. It's like the only really fight you can really ramp up quickly. That was 67 seconds. There are more fights, like I'm going to show you some glancing fights here. Glancing, it reduces your ability accuracy as well, so he's kind of good for this. Now, it's not good for Maestro because Maestro is too big for Sauron. There's no class advantage, and this guy is just too big. So you're gonna see the ramp up will go really, really well as soon as he gets that glancing. But because it's Maestro, and if the fight lasts long enough, you're just not gonna finish with a lot of HP. So as you will see here, we start getting those prowess 10 already, and then the other ones expire. We increase the charges that expire. As you can see, 17. Like, it constantly increases because of the glancing. So go for a pretty decent special too. We get some nice crits there. Not bad at all. But now we're gonna start taking damage in a few seconds. And essentially now we gotta go for the special 3, and the fight is gonna be almost over because we have like 30 of those passives that expired. So we're just gonna hit basically the biggest degen we can. And yeah, just gotta build up to that special 3, dealing like no damage now, unfortunately. Then we'll start taking from the cosmic radiation. But now check this out. Special 3 has 45% health. It's gonna go down to 25. And then we get that degen taking for 73, 71. And it is not exactly enough to finish him off. And this is why I wish Sauron had like a little bit more damage, because now we're just gonna take so much. Because yeah, just gotta get to a special to finish him off. But yeah, it's actually very interesting how the glancing works against him. He doesn't counter it, but he likes, you know, having his ability actually reduced at certain times, which is definitely very interesting. You will see that against that Sersi as well. That glancing just essentially just ramps him up 3 times faster. So we're just gonna build up to a few words of power now. Now we're gonna go for the heavy to trigger the glancing. There we go. And now just watch my prowess. Just gonna get it like immediately. 3, 4, 7, 9. So with one combo we got 10, and then we have those expiring now too. So all we need to do is just basically throw the special 3, and she should die because Sersi does not have as much HP as Maestro, obviously. So yeah, let's see. So from 56% health drops down to 29, and then the degen ticks for 10,000 because now we actually have that fury. Against Maestro is pretty bad because you couldn't even get the fury because you get it from the heavy attack, and that gets glanced. So that's actually a pretty solid fight. That's probably like the best fight we've showcased in this video. 48% health. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting that how he works against glancing. It's very unique, honestly. No one really wants to get, you know, to fail his ability accuracy or reduce his ability accuracy, but definitely very interesting. So I can see Sauron being a very, very good 7-star if they change some things from his kit. Like, he does have a very interesting kit. I really like how he works. Very unique for sure. I just wish he had like slightly more damage, maybe something with his prowess, or I don't know, maybe he can stack more than 10. That would be pretty good, honestly. But against Enchantress here, just a simple fight. We're gonna go for the special 2 since she has not a big HP. So yeah, just gonna go for that SP1 beta. But actually, we're not gonna bait another special, I think. Double that burst after the special 2. And then we are gonna go for the special 2 here. It's a little risky, I'm not gonna lie, because we could just basically just have to rely on those crits. And we are gonna get those crits. There is Enchantress. So if you get lucky with that special 2 crit, he actually isn't terrible. But again, I'm not upset that Sauron isn't really top tier attacker because he's just pretty annoying defender. I would love to rank this guy up in like any specific meta that his region is just crazy, or maybe mutants, like, you know, we have the skill meta right now. Maybe the mutants just benefit a lot if they gain prowess. Like, that would be a really cool meta, man. Like, be able to use offensive Sauron. This guy is a very fun champion. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about Sauron. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.